most of what he's paying for me to do that property is liability. What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. I've already made it to the first property, hadn't got out yet. 6:41. Getting daylight a little bit later now, so not able to get started as early as we used to, but anyway, yeah, this is the trucking company that we started doing. Definitely not no pretty or pristine property, but I see they got a bunch of that metal stuff moved out there. That junk was all over the place out here, so that's gonna make life a little bit easier for me. But anyway, the problem with this place is it's very high risk because you all over this grass. They got big rocks. I mean, just having to be really careful, at least to get started. You know, after we've been here a few times, they seem to be the people that have opened this up. Seem to be, it's gonna sound kind of bad, they seem to be really clean people, and by that I mean they're trying to get everything cleaned up and organized, so they don't look like the kind of people that's gonna be, you know, throwing a bunch of junk around and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's good, but I'm gonna get out here today, and I'm here by myself. Elroy Moe and 002 are headed to do the banks, and this is probably the only property I'll do today, but we only been here one time, and I really didn't want to send them to it. I mean, not that there's anything to worry about, because you know, if you miss something here, it probably wouldn't even be a big deal, but I just want to get out here and make sure I got things in order, make sure things are the way they're supposed to be and everything. So anyway, that's what we got going. So this ain't really set up where I can record it, so I'm just gonna get out there and get going, and then when I get back, maybe we'll jump into some truck talk or something, man. See y'all in a little bit. All right, my YouTube peeps, we are done. It's really hard to tell anything, but it's getting whipped back into shape a little bit. I mean, these people here now, they just want the grass knocked down. The dude told me, he said, I don't care if you spray the whole thing. He said, I just don't want grass growing everywhere. But we slowly getting it whipped in. I make a little progress, I think, every time I come. Man, there's big huge concrete blocks out here. There's all kind of stuff around. So now let me talk a little bit about pricing. I was here for 2 hours. I charged something over $200. To be honest, I don't even remember the exact number. I think I was here for about 2 hours and 10 minutes, and that was with doing some little extra stuff here and there. Just whipping back into shape kind of stuff. Now you might say, I know for some people you're going, oh, that's cheap, because you know, labor rates in different places are different things, and I get that, I understand that. But for here, that's most definitely not a cheap labor rate. You know, around here about $60, $70 an hour is pretty well maxed out. Now, you know, and I think the guy was kind of put back by the price when I gave it to him. But he hesitated, and then he waited a couple of days and he contacted me. Now, I don't have any issue with that, but I'll tell you why I charge that kind of price. All that gravel out there, like I said, blocks in the grass, metal, flat tires, most of what he's paying for me to do that property is liability. I don't have any doubt once I get everything like I want it out there, that I can go in there by myself and probably in an hour and hour 30 max, hour and a half max, I'll be in and out of there. Once I get everything the way I want it. So, you know, and that's going to take, probably not even going to get to that point this season, because by the time we do, everything's going to be slowing down. But you know, if we're able to keep that property next year. But he's paying for liability. You know, sure, I could go back and say, oh man, I'm just going to only charge you $150. I'm only there 2 hours. That's $75 an hour. But I may have a flat on this standard before I get home. I might have a flat on my truck or my trailer just driving around that parking lot. Now, I'm sure they try to be careful, because it is a trucking company and they got trailers and trucks all over the place. I'm sure they probably don't just throw pieces of metal down everywhere. But that property they inherited is a mess. And so again, if I pick up a rock, I mean, I got, you know, all the, you know, I got the grass flap, advanced chute systems, all that stuff, but I'm paying for my insurance, man. That's what we're really dealing with there. So they need some grass cut out there. But all right, other thing I told y'all, I went the other day and you know, in a video I said, look, if you want to get into market now, there's a lot of these big companies, and I'm hearing this from different places, not just here, you know, people talking about it on YouTube and social media. Some of these big companies that are serving smaller areas, like work in multiple cities, can't find help, and so they're pulling out. And I said, hey, you need to get your business license, you need to get your insurance, you need to get you a, you know, I didn't say this in that video, but you need to get you a contract drawn up, because those are the kind of things these commercial properties are going to expect, a lot of them. Mine's about half and half. Well, the one I went and looked at the other day, just got a message from the lady. She said, the person in charge wants to know if, you know, do you have insurance? Do you, what's the out clause in the contract if we want to break the contract? Several things she asked for in there. I said, oh yeah, I got everything you need. I said, I just sent you a quote. I'm at Hog and Bones, by the way. I said, I just sent you a quote, you know, to see if y'all were interested. I'm not going to go through the trouble of drawing all that stuff up, and you know, you're looking for somebody that's going to come in there and do it dirt cheap or whatever. So but here's the thing, if I were not a legit business, then that'd be the end of the conversation with this lady, you know. So I'm guessing she wants a contract, and you know, she basically asked, I said, I'll send you a contract, license, business license, insurance info. I'll send you the out clause, which basically my out clause is this. You know, I would not just terminate a contract today, but if a company decided they didn't want me to come back, all they got to do is, you know, pay me what they owe me, or I'll pay them back what I owe them. Because the way I do those, let's say, let me give a good even number. So let's say lawn care for that facility is $2,400 a year. What they're going to do is they're going to pay $200 a month. They're going to pay that year round, you know, and that price will be good for a year. And so what happens is, let's say I start that contract with them now, everything would, when I first start out, I'm going to be mowing more than what I'm getting paid for, because we're still on a weekly schedule. However, when we go into the bi-weekly schedule in the off season, they're going to be paying me more than what I'm actually doing. Now the numbers all come out the same, and I know some of you debate about whether to do that or not. You know, that you can do it however you want. I don't care. I don't even care how the company wants to do it. I just give, you know, they got the option. If they want to do it that way, that's fine. Or they can pay me every time I come, or they can pay me for all the services each month. I really don't care. The money's the same. But you know, I do keep like Elrose on payroll year round. So you know, when you got those things coming in, it helps with that. But at the bottom of the day, at the end of the day, it's all about managing money. If you manage your money, the money's the same. You don't blow it. You put it in the bank. You save it for the winter. You don't have to get paid in the winter. So anyway, but yeah, so I got to send her that information when I get back to the office. That's probably the only property I'm gonna cut today. I'll probably let Elro mow and you know, 003 handle, or 002 rather, handle the rest of them. I may go do one more. I got one new one. I hadn't decided if I'm gonna do it today or if I'm waiting to do it Thursday. So anyway, we'll see. Check back with y'all. I gotta get something to eat, man. Hog and Bones. All right, YouTube family, man, I done got changed. I just did the one property. Decided to leave everything else for the guys to do, which I shouldn't have too bad of a day. And came back to the office so I could get that information sent out. Man, it's hot up in here. The contract and all. My Bluetooth ain't connected. My truck, man, I don't know, anybody else got a Nissan Frontier out there? Mine's a 2018. My phone has always, sometimes it'll connect, sometimes it doesn't, Bluetooth. But I need to call somebody, and I like to talk on the speaker when I'm doing that. Anyway, I got that stuff sent out. I sent it to the girl, the young woman, I should say, up at the office. And of course, she has to deal with upper management, as she calls them. But they were the ones requesting the information. So I'm guessing they were good on the price and all. So I sent them a contract over and told them if they would sign it, scan it, print it, sign it, scan it, email it back to me, that I would print it, sign it, scan it, email it back to them. Or if the lady at the office locally here was authorized to sign on their behalf, that would be fine with me. I don't really care. So, you know. And look, it's just a simple little deal. So, anyway, I gotta make a phone call, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. I mean, I ain't doing any other lawn stuff today, so if I decide to do something else, mess with something else, whatever the case might be, I'll just do another video, man, so I can be 2 weeks behind on putting them out. I appreciate you watching. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. As from Him, as from Him. Man, I can't talk. And if you don't have business license and insurance, it's all easy to get, man. Go ahead and get this stuff. Get legit. Get these contracts. See y'all later.